Welcome to NFL News Update, where touchdowns meet headlines. Stay in the game with the freshest NFL updates. This is your quick dive into football fervor.
Cardinals RB Trey Benson's game-breaking approach. Forrest Gump. That's all I'm thinking about. Considered one of the greatest college football players in the history of modern fiction, Alabama All-American Forrest Gump had a simple philosophy to the game: run. It's an approach adopted by one of the Arizona Cardinals' newest talents, running back Trey Benson, when he hits the second level. "Once I get to the second level, my teammates used to call me Forrest Gump," Benson said Friday at rookie minicamp. "Forrest Gump, that's all I'm thinking about. Second level, once I get to the second level, Forrest Gump. Don't get caught, just run. Hit your head on the goal post." Though he doesn't hail from Greenbow, Alabama, Benson is a product of Greenville, Mississippi. It was there that Benson, much like Gump before him, used his feet to carry him across the country. Benson went from Mississippi to Oregon, where he began his college career. Then he headed to Florida State, where he played 2 sensational seasons. Now, he's back west in Arizona, happy to add a breakaway threat to a straight-line running game. "Run the rock, can't say nothing more than that," Benson said when asked about joining the Cardinals' physical rushing attack. "Really, just get the ball to the running backs, cause we do everything on the football field. We're like hybrids. We block, we pass block, we catch the ball, and we run the ball. I'm looking forward to this offense, for sure." Clearly, the Cardinals are looking forward to having Benson, who portends to be the heir apparent to James Conner whenever the veteran chain mover cedes the RB1 role. Benson was a third-round pick and the second back off the board following the Carolina Panthers' second-round selection of Jonathan Brooks. Comparable to the fleet-footed Gump, Benson turned in a 4.39 40-yard dash at the NFL Scouting Combine. He's coming off 2 campaigns at Florida State in which he averaged a stellar 6.31 yards per attempt, rushed for 1,895 yards, and scored 23 touchdowns. Having overcome a severe knee injury in 2020 at Oregon, Benson has seemingly been rushing against the wind to get to where he is now. It's an accomplishment that he's aiming to build upon. "I knew it was going to happen, I just didn't know when," he said of getting drafted. "Just kept my faith in God and put my head down and got to work. I came a long way these past couple years. I'm from Mississippi, so it's hard to make it out of Mississippi." Benson became one of a hefty 12-pick draft class for the Cardinals. It's been an interesting bunch so far, with second-round cornerback Max Melton waxing philosophical about Gucci belts, third-round tight end Tip Ryman bringing along his pottery wheel to rookie camp, and Benson, just 20, referencing an Academy Award-winning movie made nearly a decade before he was born. Like the great Gump, Benson's looking for his cleats to carry him to success and, above all else, to just keep on running. Bills RB Frank Gore Jr. motivated by going undrafted. "There's no way 257 people were better than me." Undrafted but not unmotivated, Frank Gore Jr. is open that his draft story will fuel him. The namesake of the NFL's third all-time leading rusher, Gore saw 257 prospects, including 20 running backs, have their name called in April's event before he ultimately signed on with the Bills as a rookie free agent. As Buffalo held its first day of rookie minicamp Friday, the 22-year-old had his first opportunity to speak on the experience and to begin to prove himself. "It pushed me a lot," Gore said regarding the motivation from being undrafted. "I feel like there's no way 257 people were better than me in this draft, but now that that process is over, I'm a Bill. I'm here to compete, and I'm here to push my teammates and push the running back room and try to get on special teams." Although he didn't do it at a Power 5 conference, Gore pieced together a more prolific collegiate career in 4 years at Southern Mississippi than a number of the drafted RBs. His stats were comparable to Kentucky's Ray Davis, whom the Bills selected in the 4th round. Davis left school with 4,388 yards from scrimmage, 41 total touchdowns, and a 4.9 yards per carry average in 44 games. Gore, meanwhile, suited up for 47 games and produced 4,714 scrimmage yards, 30 total TDs, and a 5.3 yards per carry average. The knocks on Gore, standing at 5'8", were his lack of size and lack of burst considering he's a smaller back. Those weaknesses, in part, led to teams bypassing him in the draft. His fall also led him to Buffalo, though, exactly where he and his father, Frank Gore, hoped he'd end up. The elder Gore spent his penultimate season with the Bills in 2019 at age 36, which allowed his son a glimpse of the environment before heading off to college. Having seen what could be, Gore said he was praying and hoping through it all he would come to Buffalo. It was relieving, he said, of getting the call to sign. Knowing that my dad wanted me here, I wanted to be here. When me and running backs coach, Kelly Skipper, met over the process, I just got the vibe that he's the type of coach I need to get better, and the type of coach I want to become the best player that I can possibly be. Now that he's arrived, he'll look to carve out a role in an RB room that already has depth in a budding workhorse. Along with the other rookie, Davis, Buffalo currently employs Ty Johnson and Darrington Evans for depth behind James Cook, who eclipsed 1,000 yards rushing last season and got stronger as the year wore on, averaging 19.5 touches per game during the team's last 10 contests, including playoffs. The odds are stacked against an undersized, undrafted free agent. Regardless, Gore knows he still has a chance despite the couple hundred players drafted in his place. "I'm here now, and I'm here to prove people wrong," he said. Broncos signed QB Bo Nix, 12 overall pick, to rookie contract. The last of 6 historic quarterbacks selected in the 2024 NFL Draft's first dozen picks, Bo Nix is the first among them to ink his rookie deal. Denver has signed Nix to a 4-year rookie contract that includes a 5th-year option, the team announced. The Broncos took Nix at 12 overall with the intent to replace the departed Russell Wilson and install Nix as the next true franchise QB for a club that's been lacking one since the days of Peyton Manning. Nix, on the older side for a rookie at 24, spent 3 seasons with Auburn and 2 more with Oregon, finishing his collegiate career with 1,936 passing yards, 85 touchdowns, and 26 interceptions in 61 games played. A Heisman finalist in his final season for the Ducks, Nix joins a QB room made up of Zach Wilson and Jarrett Stidham, both previous starters but probable to sit behind the rookie from the start as head coach Sean Payton looks to find his match like he did with Drew Brees in 15 seasons leading the New Orleans Saints. Inking a pact is one step in the process down. With the paperwork out of the way, Nix can now focus on the offseason program and eventually proving Denver right to nab him early in the draft.